Hello everyone, my name is Zhiliang Zhao. I come from Tsinghua University. Today the topic I want to share is integrating citizen geographic information into visitor spatial distribution modeling in visitor management of protected area. Since the late 1990s, the methodology of management effective in protected area has been widely used globally. This kind of management effective evaluation is defined by the IUCN as the assessment of how well the protected area is being managed. The whole framework is based on a simple management cycle, which reflects three main things. The first one is design issue related to both individual sites and the protected area system. The second one should involve adequacy and appropriate of management system and the process. The third one emphasizes delivery of protected area object, including conservation of value. After evaluation, we keep track of understanding if we lead to improved management and a better outcome. However, in Taiwan, most of the wetland protected area has been suffered by durable goal of biological habitat and also play an important role for the public right. But the most environmental monitoring in protected area require huge manpower and material input. In this research, one of citizen science data BGI has been applied, which was retrieved from the public picture with the geotech, and tried to provide some alternative solution. In our research, we chose Gaume Wildlife Refuge to be our case study. This protected area officially established in 2004 as the 7th wildlife refuge by Wildlife Conservation Law, which is authority by Taichung city government. This protected area is not only an important bird staging area and as a wetland of national importance in 2007, but also is one of the most important tourism destinations in middle of Taiwan. Follow the result of WWF RAPEN method evaluated in 2009. One of the most fall-threatened factors is the recreational pressure, which are connected to the weakness criteria in Gaume Wetland Refuge as is site design and planning and management planning among 6 main criteria. It means wetland cannot be conserved as standalone water bodies without considering the land system or the involvement of community. Especially for the recreation pressure, normally people attracted by the scenic sea spa of Gaume Wetland and as close as they can. However, more people close wetland habitat have two kinds of problems. One is the pressure of settlement compaction from tourists has impacted the population of submerged, which is the conservation species in this protected area. The other problem is visitor enter wetland is against the regulation of wildlife conservation law. In 2014, a boardwalk has been built to prevent people directly standing on the submerged. However, too much visitor has been attracted and decreased the recreation quality. It is urgent to find a more suitable management strategy based on the concept of recreation system planning. By now, the scheming of protected areas are mostly controlled by carrying capacity of bulwark, but the wetland protected area often involve multiple spots. If controlling the crowding in one spot, it will make another problem in other place. This research focusing on this and use the concept of decentralized recreation strategy to design 3 land management plan. The first one is limited use, which is connect to the control on the number of users of boat work. The second one is emphasize changing use. It is involving the traffic control. The third one, decentralized use, involve the new attraction promoting, like a new attraction in the settlement of land. In order to verify the tourist decentralization strategy, we set out a model and collect probability data from tourist turning point during each intersection, the time spent by tourists in each spa, and the number of vehicles entering each parking lot during weekend and from July to August 2019. Field survey has conducted under good weather conditions that do not affect the probability of outdoor activity in each site. We construct the tourist turning model in Arena software using entity, attribute, queue, variable, process, and other element module. At the final stage, we apply the VGI data as a population model. For the VGI data, we has been collected from almost 10,000 photographs from the photo sharing website that has the geotag information from 2016 to 2019. The retrieving metadata including user's ID, location, and a time stamp from when the picture was taken. Also, the VGI data has formed the population probability model to help define and simulate the visitor flow on site. For the first analysis, we try to design the situation for limited use. By now, the tourist has been restricted use if they want to access the boardwalk according to the carrying capacity, especially the weekend or holiday, assuming that when the total visiting number is the same, the three type of control number in boardwalk has been set, including 600, 900, and 1800, which is from the policy of local government and compared with the tourist distribution initial stage. That means unlimited control. After comparison, there were 5 places, including the windmill area, the Shuangqu Landscape Bridge, and the Wenxin Temple, the Tourist Service Center, and the bird watching platform have shown a significant upward trend. It means that control the tourist number in boardwalk can help visitors to spill over to another spot and to increase the visiting rate of other spots in protected area. For the analysis tool, we try to use changing the use idea. Generally speaking, visitors entering our reserve area each peak hours after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. One of the reasons of crowding in Gaomei is that too many users drive by themselves. We assume if replacing the driving cars with shuttle bus may decrease the crowding. Based on this control strategy, the simulation has been designed that there is a shuttle bus with 43 visitors by each 5 minutes. It is possible to effectively evaluate the distribution of tourists from various scenic spots. According to the dependent t-test, each scenic spot has been found to have a significant decrease in the number of visitors. It implies that if we restricted by shuttle bus during peak time, the visitor number can be distributed effectively from each scenic spot. For the analysis 3, decentralized use, this kind of the strategy has been applied. We try to involve the new attraction from land area to divert the attraction of tourism from the sea area. Because most of tourists say that they did not know there is a Wenxin temple around the wetland. It has a history over 300 years. A delicate rose shape is enshrined in the hall of temple to worship this history for our ancestors who migrate across the sea to Taiwan. There are love story behind the migration history, supporting through the activation of the community, the Wenxin Temple can turn to the new tourism spot and attracted some tourists coming to visit the settlement inland and divert the tourist activity mainly focusing on the sea area. Assuming that through the activation of the community, the attraction of Wenxin Temple can be increased and divert 5% of the tourist flow from the bulwark area. According to the statistic test, each scenic spot has been found that the simulation from new attraction can indeed distract the crowding in the bulwark from sea. In total, from above results, this study combines the systematic simulation of the land recreation decentralization strategy in wetland protected area. In order to equalize distribute tourists by spatial and time frame, there are three kinds of management issues which can be emphasized. First, intensity control can be carried out during summer between 2 o'clock afternoon till 6 o'clock, according to our VGL data frame. The second, attention can be paid to the management of traffic and the bulwark visitor flow for the management of facilities such as aiding public transport system and promoting the use in durable resource compare sensitive biological creature habitats, for example, community scenic spot. The final one is the crowdsourcing pool, suitable for display the visitor distribution and could give it more meaning. There are still some limitations in this research. They are difficult to include some illegal parking lots, fail to distinguish villager or visitor, also to identify the influence of the tide in our research. Thank you for your listening.